Welcome back, guys, to the Coins and Connections podcast. This is your girl, Cinquanta Cox-Smith, and we are going to continue to explore all things books, business, and bullshit. Let's get into today's episode. Hey guys, episode 42. We have a month before the new year comes, and we are in full swing with new goals and lessons to learn in 2020. Not only that, but we are about to end an entire decade. I want to share some strategies I've used this past year that I plan to take into 2020 to make sure that I am not only consistent, but reaching all goals I intend to set for myself. So go ahead and grab a pen and paper and get ready to take some notes. But first things first, this is what we will be looking at for our new affirmation every day in 2020. It needs to say, God, give me vision and strategy. I'm going to repeat that. God, give me vision and strategy. Write that down. Now let's talk. So I get asked a lot, how did you start your podcast? Where do I begin? How can I start a podcast? Well, if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. First of all, it's free. You know, I'm down with the free. There's a creation tool that allows you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Like, ain't nobody listening yet and you making money. How dope is that? It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So what are you waiting on? Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Okay, so boom. I love saying that because it's like, you know, right before you tell a good story, you be like, okay, so boom, listen. So I got y'all attention. Before each quarter, I always write out what I want to accomplish. So I become super intentional and super specific with things. And if numbers are involved, I write it all out as well. The list is sometimes long, but it's always in detail, like down to maybe the cent or down to maybe the date. I get just super intentional about what I want to accomplish. And then I also think about what I know I can accomplish and how or when or what it will look like. So it's super visual, super intentional and specific in detail when I'm writing out this list. So I compile this list and I write the quarter at the top of each page, and then I get to work. So as each quarter rolls out, I just, focus on the things I focus on those things, also my daily and weekly goals. So, sorry y'all, I got a text right in the middle of recording a podcast. That's so rude. Let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb. But that's kind of how I move with creating my goals for the quarter. I never get too caught up on it, but I'll keep putting the energy into it and out into the atmosphere about completing the task on the list. And throughout the quarter, I always go back and I check my list and I mark things off. I cross things out that are no longer a goal. And I also update the numbers because sometimes you may get halfway through that first month in the quarter and you surpass the goals you initially set for yourself. So then that gives myself a boost. I'm like, okay, so those goals were attained super easy. So let me give myself a little boost and a new goal to reach. And that's fine to always go back and alter goals because things change, your mind change, your direction change, and that's good that you can go back and change your goals, make them more attainable, make them a little bit harder to reach, or make them fit where you are currently in your life. So once you do that, just kind of stick with it. So we're focused on the long-term goals, but of course, while you're working and doing something, there are also short-term goals, which basically are the weekly and monthly goals, or daily goals, I should say. So after, about 2 to 3 weeks before the next quarter, I go back to my list and I see, okay, we're almost at the end of this quarter. What can I accomplish before this quarter is over? So I make that my quarter end goal, and anything else that I have not started goes on to the next quarter list as a top priority. I keep each quarter as I have for the past 3 or 4 years. At the end of the year, I put all 4 quarters into an envelope and I seal it with the year on the outside. Don't ask me why I do this. It's just been a habit. I don't know if I want to look back at it 10, 20 years from now and look at the goals that I had and then maybe look at where I am right now. But I have been doing it for the past couple of years. We also move a lot, and I have been able to pretty much keep up with these things because they are important to me. I love to reflect, and I think seeing my quarterly goals from 2016 and 2026 will truly put things into perspective depending on where I am that year, especially in my life or in my business. I want to ask you, do you have a way to keep track of your quarterly goals versus maybe through a planner, or maybe you have a document on your computer? If so, I would just love to know how you keep track of your quarterly goals and just share that with me. So I've already written out my first quarter goals, and I'm excited about the transition in my life and my business. So if you haven't written out your first quarter goals, I say you should be doing that today. It's the perfect time. It's December 1st, so you should get started on that right away.
Hey, this is Shariah Moore, owner of Designs.shop. I create shirts and journals to make people feel confident. You can purchase my Nothing Can Stop Me journal on Amazon or visit my website at moredesigns.shop to buy a shirt. Keep being confident.
I want to talk about what's in store for my business in 2020. I'm not going to get too personal, but I do want to just explain that sometimes you just go through seasons and things just don't work the way you see it, even though you have the passion for it. You just need to redirect or switch directions. So after about 3 years on Shopify, it's a great platform. I have made tons of money using the platform with my store. I just no longer love it for where I am in my business. So I love my business, but I want to downsize and move my coins and connection shop to Etsy. I have a small collection over there already, but by the new year, I see my entire store to be hosted on Etsy, mainly because it's cheaper and I just don't enjoy consistently promoting. With Etsy, I feel like I get more organic traffic, and I love the way their ads are built into the platform. So I have 2 other Etsy stores that I do not promote anywhere basically, but I make pretty good money, and I feel like I focus on that a little bit more. But with Shopify, I have to bring the traffic to my site. I have to run the Facebook ads, it's the Instagram ads, the Snapchat ads. So it's just a little bit more work, and I want to be more behind the scenes and then focus on other things. So because I've basically introduced education and courses into my business, things have taken a positive turn, which I love making the tutorials and the courses and teaching people how to use a platform. That is just something I enjoy. I always say that when I learn about something, I test it first. I go through the motions and get the kinks out, and then I share with everyone else. So it's an easier ride for them. They don't have to go through all the mistakes and things. I kind of take the kinks out of things for everyone and then present them with a tutorial where now they have step by step and they can easily, get it done. And I make sure that my tutorials are easy to understand and easy to follow through for anyone at any age. And also, as long as I can continue to create pre-recorded courses and update them as needed, because of course with any system or software, things change, and being able to update my courses or my playlists and then let the people who know who've purchased them, like, hey, we have a new segment in this course, and they can have access to it right away, and they purchased it maybe months ago at a set price, and they continuously get updated on the education on that platform, is amazing for me. My new audience of military spouses, I will be focused on teaching them how to create a print-on-demand store on numerous platforms, which I'm super excited about, because I am going to be doing courses on platforms that I've never basically done before. So that's exciting for me. I have a few other POD businesses that I generate organic traffic from every month, which, like I talked about, Etsy, and then I have a few more that I'll continue to work behind the scenes, because I enjoy just not even talking about it. Long as I make income from it, it makes me happy. It's like my silent killer, and I enjoy that. There will be more videos on my YouTube channel, and I'll post a little here and there on Facebook and Instagram, but I won't be there a lot. I'll spend most of my time creating my courses, talking to my audience, probably sending email, because I really want to create a whole new email list with fresh new people. So I'll probably be fleshing out those email lists and asking people for their emails to generate a new buzz, like a fresh start. That's it's a perfect time to have a fresh start and fresh set of eyes on my emails. I was super dedicated to emails in 2019, so that has definitely helped my business. Also, you can still book a call with me, but my schedule will kind of always be limited to 3 days a week, and that's just what I'm allowing myself to do. Focusing more on myself and what I do daily. I also still have the Facebook public Facebook group. It's Books Plus Business Support Network, and you can join that. I have been doing daily Facebook posts, so where people can talk, collab. You can ask questions, you can post about your business, you can share reviews, you can just share anything you like and support each other. Also, will be opening more sponsorships for my podcast. So if you would like some ad space, feel free to email me for a quote. We get about 100 plays on each episode or more, and I have some that are reaching the 200 plays. Again, I'm still fairly new with this. It's just a little over a year and a half that I've had a podcast, and I know a lot of people say that it really doesn't jump off sometimes until 3 years, but I'm excited to see how the podcast will continue to grow. And now I want to talk about Black Friday. So Black Friday was this past weekend, and I did what I call a free shirt Black Friday, where you just pay shipping, which was $9.99. And within the first couple of transactions, I did notice some errors with the sale. And some reason people figured that they could get 2 shirts for $9.99, or even use a free shipping discount code to get a absolutely free t-shirt. I just don't know. And I made a post on Facebook, and I was basically saying, people make my ass itch, because how do you feel that if you're getting a free shirt that you just pay shipping for, that you should be allowed to use a free shipping discount code for a price of $0? Nope. And I canceled that order. So I already didn't make a huge profit off of the sale, mainly because I was trying to get rid of inventory. But again, I can't give it away for free. I gotta make some money somehow. But the audacity of people to take advantage of an already basically free shirt. No one even reached out like, hey, is this supposed to be only $9.99 if I grab 2, or can I use additional discounts? And this was not a glitch sale. It was legit a free shirt Black Friday, not free shirts Black Friday. I even updated the site with disclaimers about the orders being canceled and only 1 shirt per order, basically in bright red. But I still had a few people assuming that they could get me. Nope, your order was canceled. Thank you. And I refunded the shirt and basically, but it was refunded $0, and I restocked my website so that people could shop their size. But the part about it that's trifling, it's when it's people you know. So not only as a small business, but a Black-owned small business, y'all got to do better. So y'all just got to do better when supporting. Like, that was whack. But also, I can take responsibility for not having all my ducks in a row and doing my best to fix it. But as I have been getting orders and processing orders, I have a lot of cutting, weeding, shipping, packaging, writing handwritten cards, and adding freebies to an already free shirt. Orders will be shipped by Friday. In my eyes, that's still good timing. I'm not Fashion Nova and I'm not Amazon. But also, if I have the willpower to continue to go through Cyber Monday, which is tomorrow, I'll possibly have a small sale as well. So if I do, you could just pop on over to www.coinsandconnections.com. And we are coming to the end of the podcast. But by the way, happy December. And I'll be getting into some goal setting tips, business ideas, and sharing what has worked for me business-wise in 2020. So just look out for those upcoming episodes. Because my goal is to be at 50 episodes by New Year's, and I'm super excited. I will probably also do a live read of another book on the podcast. So I think you guys truly enjoy that, and I did have all of my books and all my collections kind of free, the ebooks on Amazon over this past weekend. But if you did not catch that sale, feel free to always purchase the paperbacks or the ebooks, all under my name, Cinquanta Cox-Smith. And thank you again for always listening. So until next time. Thank you guys so much for listening and subscribing. Don't forget to share and leave a review for this podcast. If you have any questions, you can email me at hello@cinquantacoxsmith.com. You can follow me on Instagram at cinquantacoxsmith and at coinsandconnections.com. My websites are www.cinquantacoxsmith.com and www.coinsandconnections.com. You can join my Facebook group at Books Plus Business with Cinquanta Cox-Smith. I love you more than I love this podcast. Peace.